morning and welcome to Saline County's FAQ Friday. We're coming to you from Salina Media Connection in Studio B. I'm your host, Melissa McCoy. We're bringing you all the information you need about the services available to you from Saline County. I have with me today Miss Sherri LaFollette from Maternal Child Health located in the Saline County Health Department. Hi, Sherri.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So tell me a little bit about Maternal Child Health.
Maternal Child Health Services, again, as you mentioned, is located in the health department. We provide resources, education to our prenatal and postpartum populations here in Saline County. We also provide a more commonly known class, prenatal group education class, Becoming a Mom. I know a lot of people are familiar with that in the community. So basically, we have myself. I am an RN and a certified lactation consultant. We also have another RN that works part-time in our department, and we have a social worker, case manager, and then we have an interpreter and a program assistant.
Awesome. So it sounds like you cover a lot of bases.
Yes, we do. We actually, again, we provide maternal child health to our prenatal populations. Some of the services we do provide are home-based services with the prenatal population that usually consists of 1 to 2 visits with mom in her home. These visits are not intended to be an ongoing visit. However, if there are circumstances or risk factors where, we need to prolong those visits, we certainly do so. And, we do want to make sure that, people know that those visits are not to take place of their traditional OBGYN medical provider visits through their pregnancies. So we want to make sure that people know that. But it's just basic pregnancy health. And then we do screen for individual needs, individual risks, assessments such as smoking or substance use or, perinatal mood disorders or anything to that nature. And then we do refer on.
Oh, okay. So mood disorders, you're talking about postpartum depression. What might people look for in postpartum depression?
With postpartum depression, obviously there are signs that family members and, anybody that's around mom can notice. Usually, just not acting themselves. And when I say not acting themselves, a decline in their personal hygiene habits, disengaging from activities that they enjoy doing. In the prenatal, we hear a lot about postpartum depression, but it also does happen in the prenatal period as well, because obviously when mom becomes pregnant, we have, hormones, and sometimes that does, promote a chemical imbalance for mom. So we want people aware that it can, happen prenatally and postpartumly. So another thing to look for, crying. Anger. Sometimes there are moms that have, anger or, irrational thoughts. So, again, we want moms to reach out to whatever support system they have in place, but we want them to know that we do have a support system through our department as well and the capabilities to screen and refer if needed.
Okay, and when you go to those visits, those are education-based, what do those visits look like?
In the prenatal visit, yes, that is education-based resources. If she's having any kind of issues with hypertension or anything like that, we can do a nursing assessment, just a general, baseline assessment, and then we do report all of that information to her provider as well. If it's postpartum, that is generally a one-time visit, and that's with an RN. If needed, we do have the social worker accompany the nurse with that if there's any case management services that mom might be needing. And that is a hands-on nurse assessment, and that's not only for mom, but it's for the baby as well. Things we touch on there, breastfeeding, if they're having any concerns with breastfeeding. And as I had mentioned earlier, any perinatal mood disorders or concerns in that nature. We also address child care, child safety, infant safety, safe sleep. There's all kinds of topics that we can educate and provide resources and referrals within our community for mom.
Yeah, becoming a new mom is overwhelming.
It is, absolutely. We are seeing more and more, especially with the year we just went through. We are seeing more moms struggle. They're not having that hands-on as much as they did prior to COVID. And so, thankfully we are able to still reach out to them virtually and maybe troubleshoot that way. But I know it's been a change in our service delivery, but we're hoping that gets back to our normal again in person in the home.
Yeah, and what does normal look like? Do you go to the hospital and visit also?
We do. We actually, our home visitor will go to the hospital Monday through Friday. And we visit all moms that have delivered at Salina Regional. There is a consent that they will sign when they come in to deliver their baby, which gives us permission to go into the room and offer them our home visiting services. We also offer them a chance to sign up for WIC if they have not done so. Also, we refer them to Heartland, Parents as Teachers programs. We also talk to them about CAPS. There's just an array of, collaborative partners we have here in the community.
I was just going to say, it sounds like you have a lot of community partners. You work with a lot of people all over Salina.
We do. We really do. We have actually, within the last couple of years, put into place what's called IRIS, which is actually an integrated referral information system. And currently, right now, we have 15 community partners that are enrolled in IRIS. And it's actually what they call a closing the loop communication referral system that's in place. And we're able to make referrals through there. It's been, to me, I think it's been a definite step forward because, in the past we would fax or text or email a referral, not really knowing if it had been accepted by the other provider. Now with the system, we're able to know that that's been accepted. They are going to reach out to the parent and offer those services.
Wonderful. So it sounds like fewer people will be falling through the cracks this way.
That is the whole idea of it, yeah. When we brought that idea here into the community, that was definitely, we had people falling, through the cracks. And we just recently have brought aboard 2 mental health providers. So we are very excited about that.
Wonderful. And so who do you offer these services to? Is it Saline County? Is it just low income? How does that work? How does one access these services?
With our services, we offer to our moms here in Saline County. However, when we do go to the hospital and visit, we do have some moms that are from out of county. And so we will do our best to reach out to those counties. We know some of the surrounding communities do not have a maternal child health program. So, again, we try to see what resources they do have in their community. If it's something, in a great need of a resource that they don't have in their community, we try to, get them in touch with people here in our community that might be able to help them, even though they don't reside in Saline County. So, but we do have the capability to reach out to health departments in surrounding communities too. We have, in high-risk cases, traveled to another community to help a mom get in touch with other resources that are in her community. So that's something we feel, we don't want any barriers to any mothers receiving any kind of education or services if possible.
Amazing. And did we talk about income level?
Income level, yes. We do want people to know that even though our programs are targeted for disparity populations or the lower income level, we provide services to everyone. We are not an income-based program. Anybody can utilize our services. Becoming a mom, I had mentioned earlier, that is something that we want people to know as well that education levels have no bearing on our services. We will tailor our programs to meet any kind of, if there's any learning disabilities, if there's any physical disabilities, transportation barriers, anything like that. So, no, we've had anywhere from 8th grade education to, post-college doctors' education utilize our services. So, they are for everybody.
That's awesome. And you talked a little bit about breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. You said you have a certified lactation consultant.
I am a certified lactation consultant, and I also have a home visitor who's also the WIC breastfeeding peer counselor.
Okay.
That we work with as well, and she is also a CLC. So we actually provide support 24/7.
Oh, wow.
We both carry a cell phone, so if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and mom's struggling, absolutely can reach out to us. And we also refer them back to Salina Regional, to the birth unit, because they are fantastic too, providing those services.
That's amazing. What a wonderful service to our community that you have there. And how many staff members do you have?
We have right now, four of us right now. So, and for the time being, we are keeping busy, multitasking, and I can't say enough how great my staff has been, just reaching outside of the box. Like I said, we will meet after hours with parents if we have to. We've met in places of business. We've met at our office. We meet in homes. So wherever we can meet mom or the parents together, if they're, have a concern or questions, we'll do it.
That's amazing. Well, anything else that I didn't cover that we didn't touch on?
I'm just looking, and I don't think so. I do just want to mention, too, about our Becoming a Mom. Mm-hmm. Again, that is a more well-known program here in our community. We're on our 11th year. We're actually one of the first communities to have Becoming a Mom. So it is free, and when I say free, no cost to participant. We do, however, rely on the national, state, and especially local grant funding for that. So we are so appreciative that we are able to offer that. We also, I do want to mention, offer SCRIPT, which is a smoking cessation program for our mothers. Becoming a Mom and SCRIPT are actually incentive-based programs. And again, through the generosity of local funding, we have been able to purchase incentives, and its incentives are what parents, as far as safety approved cribs. Mm-hmm. We provide diapers, things that they can benefit and use for their infant.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show, Sherri LaFollette of Saline County Health Department's Maternal Child Health.
Thank you.